What if I told you that this
Elvis Presley died today.
was completely fake and Elvis may still be alive?
Something in this eye. A little closer, maybe you could see what I'm doing.
This way, please.
But after spending hours and hours doing research and collecting all the necessary information, I finally concluded that this is a must that I share with you. Some say Elvis was hidden in Argentina, whilst others say that he's been protected by the FBI. A few days after being buried next to his mother on August 18th, 1977 in Forest Hill Cemetery, a man very similar to Elvis bought a plane ticket to Buenos Aires at the Memphis airport. This so-called mysterious guy called himself John Burroughs, which curiously was one of the aliases that the artist frequently used to register at hotels. In March of 1977, just 5 months before his death, he broke a life insurance policy that amounted to several $million in his own handwriting. Absolutely no one, neither his daughter Lisa Marie, nor Ginger Auden, nor any more or less close relatives claimed a measly penny. The only obvious reason why that would be is because you can't collect money from a fake death. Right now, it would be morally unthinkable, but Billy Mann, one of his cousins, didn't think twice when he was offered $18,000 to take a picture of the corpse during the wake at Graceland. The snapshot ran on the front page of the National Enquirer, becoming the best-selling issue in American tabloids history. 6.5 million people flocked to their nearest newsstand to grab a copy. On the day of his death, Elvis weighed almost 250 pounds, but that image does not reflect this overweight at all. Several of those present even made it known that they did not recognize the corpse because, among other observations, one of his sideburns seems false and his hands looked extremely smooth. It never hurts to remember that Marie Tussauds made its first wax figures at the end of the 18th century, so the technique was more than developed at that time. It seems that the suspicions of some fans come from appreciating the efforts that the porters made to carry the coffin. The theory states that inside the coffin, there was a ventilation system that kept a wax figure which Elvis's corpse was faked cool. In fact, Gene Smith, Elvis's cousin, once commented that he was surprised by the softness of his hands, which used to be calloused, or his hair, which seemed glued on, not to mention the sweat that seemed to come off the corpse's forehead. On the other hand, some fans mention that Elvis Presley's tombstone has an anomaly. In it, you can read Elvis's middle name, Aaron, spelled A-A-R-O-N, which is what his parents were supposed to have called him. This theory suggests that Elvis did it on purpose, so that his followers would know that he was still alive. Although according to other sources, Elvis decided to add one more to the name and leave it as quoted in the Bible to avoid confusion when spelling it. Elvis's father ordered the official result of his autopsy to be sealed for 50 years. Some suspect it was because he didn't want anyone to know that Elvis wasn't really dead.